Welcome to what should be a fantastic close to the MAC football season as we crown a champion in the MAC Conference Championship game. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Badgers offense comes on the field first today. We'll see if this quarterback can get off to a great start, Kirk. So much for this offense and this whole team really orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details on the field. His team, his way. Can't wait to see what he does today. Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first? And looking for a big play here. And that's incomplete. A battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So Wisconsin's offense comes on the field first today. First down here for this offense. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On first down, it's play action. Caught quickly. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. The Badgers hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Misses the receiver, incomplete. For this opening possession, they'll face a 3rd down and 5. And he drops back in the gun. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. And the Badgers will line up to boot it away. And that's the first punt today for the offense. This one will be fair caught. So Notre Dame's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. It's a quick grab.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
They keep the drive going. It's a first out of the 46. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1. He hands it to the back. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Fighting off the defender. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Makes a quick catch. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Irish.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They call the counter play here.
Teams are getting more and more creative with how they run their counter plays. Gone are the days of everyone under center running the counter tray. Now you're seeing it modernized. We'll see how many different versions they'll run today.
Makes a quick grab. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Badgers lining up here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lofting it toward the left sideline. The ball is picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. A solid run, good for first down yardage. Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. That completion makes it second and medium. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
Oh, really nice by the big fella there at defensive tackle. He never bought into that play-action fake. Went right in for the quarterback and brought him down.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Going the other way, can they stop him? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion. And the Badgers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And he cannot escape defense with a sack. Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D. And the Badgers will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Receiver makes the catch. Gets out of bounds as a short gain on the play. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. And he'll set up to throw. Lets it go quickly. Oh, he misfires again, 3 in a row. Punt team ready to boot it away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. It's caught downfield. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. Boy, nice throw here by this Wisconsin quarterback. Good route by the receiver and a 1st down for the Badgers. And when Wisconsin can throw the football to complement their running game, They're a very dangerous offense to deal with.
He's brought down. The freshman quarterback showing toughness, standing in to take the hit.
Chris, you can see when the offensive line does their job and gives this quarterback time to throw, you're going to see plays like this and first downs for the Badgers offense. They've had some good ones over the years. Very efficient. Of course, Russell Wilson is the name that stands out, but they've had others. Scott Tolzien, Darrell Bevel, Jim Sorgi, Brooks Bollinger, some good quarterback play that always seems to make the right decision.
He's got it for a big gain. Touchdown, Badgers. This quarterback on fire today. They're set now to try the PAT. And there's the point after. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Returner decides to field it. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. So second down after the incompletion. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. And the Badgers looking to run some tempo here. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Down he goes. A sack.
Chris, he's getting in there so quickly. You might want to consider a chip block with either the tight end or a running back to slow him down. He's just too talented out there.
And the Badgers will have to punt this one away. And the punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Looks left and finds his target there. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. The shotgun running play call. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. And the same runner's got it again. Running with purpose. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Running out of time in the pocket. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The loss sets up a 2nd and long from the 20. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. Gets some space around the 30. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. No huddle now for the offense.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Snags the quick throw. And the gain just good enough for a first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. And the quarterback keeps it here. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7. And the Badgers will crank up the tempo. They look to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the grab. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38. And the Badgers have first and 10 here.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of it. They're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
Second down after the incompletion. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Caught for the completion. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. First down. Looking to throw the football. Finds his target, and it's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. And the Badgers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. After a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Tailback takes the handoff again. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. And the Badgers line it up with 1st and goal. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Wisconsin. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution on that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Some hard running there through a tackle. Gabe moves the ball out past the 25-yard line. Here's the second down play. He hands it off from the gun. And it's good for a first down to the 36. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Spinning out of the tackle. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the ball and heads to the left. He's found some room at the 45. Good enough for first down yardage. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Look at him run through those tacklers. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Here comes a throw from the red zone. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like...
Cannot escape, and down he goes.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Pressure is coming. And the pressure gets to him again.
How about that? The defense does their job on third down and long. They get after that quarterback, and now it's fourth and forever. Coverage did its part. Let's not forget about that. Buying the pass rush enough time to get after the quarterback.
And out comes the field goal unit. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop?
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. And the Badgers getting set on first and 10.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Second down play coming up.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And the Badgers will come to the line to crank up the tempo. A quick throw out left, complete. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Getting a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. It's a draw to the back. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the Badgers will send the punt team onto the field. And the kick angles out of bounds, so no return possible here. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. After a field goal the last time out, we'll see what they can get here. Powering through. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Badgers. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 21-10. Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. On the flag is out before the snap. The defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. Defense. Mental mistake by the defense. Offense gets 5 yards out of it. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Moves the ball out across the 30, and it's good for a 1st down. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Now the defense appeared to jump before the snap, and the flag comes out. Encroachment. Defense. Contact in the neutral zone leads to the penalty. That's good news for the offense. It's 1st down and 5 after the penalty. Caught quickly. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And here comes a deep shot. Big gain. Catch made at the 30. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
See if they can convert the point after. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. And the Badgers come to the line to run the hurry up. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. The receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Showed off the stiff arm, but nowhere to go. He's held to a short gain. Important third down play coming up after that completion. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pocket breaking down. And he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here. And the Badgers will bring their punt team onto the field. That's already his 5th punt of the game. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. Play action fake. Looking to throw. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Offense trying to move into scoring position if they could convert 3rd and short here from the 50. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And the punt heads out of bounds. They'll spot this ball about the 30. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier. 2nd down after that previous play. The receiver now before the snap. Same tailback, another carry. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37. And the Badgers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Can he get there on the ground? 2nd effort. Their defense cannot stop him short of the marker. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And the tackle is made. Not the big play they were looking for, but a pretty solid game. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They stop him, but it's a 1st down. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. And he pulls in the catch. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. It's a quick grab. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. 7th play of the drive coming up. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle made quickly at the 11, but the offense in the red zone now. And the Badgers will have 1st and 10 here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab. Can he get there? And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. And they're trying to punch it in here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Sails it way high out of the end zone and incomplete. Now it's 3rd down and goal for the offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Has no one to throw to there on third down. And now it's a fourth down coming up.
So they elect to send out the field goal unit, trying to add 3 points to their total before the end of the half. The field goal is good.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we go through an entire regular season to get to this point, and thus far the MAC championship has seen it all. The unpredictable, yes, but some breathtaking plays as well. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the conclusion of the MAC championship.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team now. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So it's second down and long here from the 13. The back's got it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He's running out of time here. And that's going to be a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play with this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. That should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
So following the safety, it's a free kick. They'll kick it away from the 20. Bringing it back, it's Daniel. Tackle is made at the 43, but that's a good return and good starting field position. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. Already a 2-possession lead here. Let's see if they continue to call it aggressively and try to put this defense in a bigger hole. Tackle made after just a short game. And the Badgers come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Short connection to the tight end here. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle. Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? And the pass is incomplete. And the Badgers will have to kick it away. On the punt now for the 6th time today. Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. Play action here on first down. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete. Incompletion makes it second down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Pass caught. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. And that catch is hauled in. It's a fumble. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Oh, and a flag before the snap. Looked like the defense jumped into the neutral zone there.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Penalty gives the offensive coordinator a little bit more room to work with now. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. QB decides to keep it here. As the first down still on the move.
brought down, but it's past the line to gain. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. And looking to throw now on first down. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength. Makes a quick grab. Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, and he can't quite hang on. Almost the fourth interception he's thrown today. Brings up second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Catch made on the left side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Back to throw again. He's moving out of the pocket. Will he score here? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
You could just tell this quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do as things were developing in front of him. He saw that open space and decided, I'm just going to take it myself and head to the end zone for a touchdown.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT up and good. We get a little bit closer. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Holding.
Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Receiver makes the catch. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the handoff. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. And the Badgers will bring their punt team on the field now. Gets the kick away from his own end zone. He'll call for the fair catch here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4. Ball handed to the running back. He stopped, but he gets a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And the single back takes the handoff. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Important second down play coming up. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Okay, it's third down after that run. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, and the sack is made there by the freshman.
I thought the strong safety did a really good job of disguising the blitz, waiting to the last possible moment, and then at the snap of the ball, catching the offensive line off guard. Nobody saw him. He gets home free and comes up with a sack.
And here comes the punter onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the kick bounces and goes out of bounds down near the goal line. Outstanding work by the punter. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. And the Badgers hustle to the line to run that hurry up. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line. And the Badgers will line up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Got him. He's sacked.
I talk a lot about defensive ends arguably being some of the best athletes on the field. Here's an example of a guy that's just too quick off the edge for the offensive line to be able to contain. He got in there in a heartbeat and came up with that sack.
Tough spot here, 2nd and long at the 20. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's going to take off here. Breaking free at the 35.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got it. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away, and they begin to click now. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. Here comes a handoff. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Tackle up near midfield at the 48. They punted 4 times already on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Can't find anybody on 3rd down. Throws it away. And now 4th down coming up. They bring the punter onto the field now. On the kick now for the 5th time today. And the return ends with the man stepping out of bounds. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Defense is coming after him. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. And the Badgers will come to the line to run the hurry up. Big throw caught on the left side. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. The tackle is made in what's going to be the final play of this period. So it's Wisconsin with the lead here, Kirk. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Now it's second down here. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launching downfield. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. From the shotgun, handoff inside. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with the lead in the 4th quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible.
They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack. Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Snags the quick throw. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground. And the Badgers are in the red zone. Receiver makes the grab. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds. Here's the 2nd down play. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. They'll run it to the right side.
Holding. Open.
See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. 8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. He connected with his first attempt. This one is from 37 yards out. Right down the middle. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Fights off a defender. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Takes the handoff again. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Catch made by the tight end. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Handoff from the shotgun. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And tackled after a small pickup there. Crucial 3rd down play right here. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. It's a short completion at the tight end. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. They'll kick it away here. Fair catch made at the 20.
And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. We'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. And the Badgers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Badgers line up on 1st and 10 now.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys the 3rd down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a 1st down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
This one is broken up and falls incomplete. 2nd and 10 here. And he'll set up to throw. Running back has it on the screen now. And they bring him down. Blockers not much help on the screen there. He's short of the 1st down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Tries the right with a quick throw. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down. And the Badgers will bring their punt team onto the field. Fielded near the 20. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Lets it go quickly. Catch is made down the middle. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. So just one play, and they're just shy of midfield now. It's a shotgun run call.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example where the defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The shotgun running play call. Gets some space around the 30. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Irish. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter, to give them the lead.
The offense will set up now for the 2-point conversion, trying to extend the lead to 3 points. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he's taken down, doesn't get rid of the ball, and the 2-point conversion does not work. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. And the Badgers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Running back grabs it on a screen. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust.
running out of time in the pocket. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. And the quarterback keeps it here. Breaks the tackle, gets into the clear.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today for this defense. But they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But they've got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we could see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Punt team ready to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. First down here for this offense. Opening play of the drive. Quick throw to the left.
This is all you can hope for, really. The defense does their job. You get the offense back out on the field. It's a one-possession game. It's up to this quarterback and this offense to deliver, and they're off to a good start here.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. Then fourth down, the punter sends it away. He's going to try to return the punt. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call.
Hold it.
Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He's swarmed by the defense. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. On third down, it's a handoff. Fights through a tackle. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Here's the handoff. They bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the first down. So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short from the plus 27. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up for the sack in a crucial moment.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. Long enough and good. Getting set to kick off after extending the lead with the field goal. The offense knows they have a long way to go and not much time to get there. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure and took a hit, but got rid of the football. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. We've got to get points quickly here, looking for explosive plays right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now. And the Badgers will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that's it. The game will end on one last incompletion. Special seasons have a way of bringing out the best in teams like this, and now they can call themselves champions of the MAC. It's a great accomplishment. But now we have to wait and see what the committee will do and if they'll invite this team to the college football playoff. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.